Is Miami a good place to live for you for this time of your life? Well, let's find out. I'm Angie Blanco, a realtor here in Miami, Florida with One Path Realty, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about whether Miami is a good place to live or not, and especially for you because you're the one who ultimately will need to make the decision. So let's get right into it. And just a side note, I previously made another video about the pros and the cons of living in Miami, so you can check that video out after this one. I'll have a clickable link right up here somewhere, or I'll also have it in the description below, whatever's easier for you. Okay, so let's get right into whether Miami is a good place to live for you, because it all depends on what you like and what you're looking for, what your goals are at this point of your life or in this season of your life. Do you want the hustle and bustle, or do you want to lay low and put your feet up and enjoy the fruits of your hard work? Well, in this video, we might find that Miami can support either option of that spectrum. So first things first, Miami jobs are plentiful. There are always jobs hiring here in almost every field. Or if being your own boss is more your thing, it's also a wonderful place for entrepreneurship and starting your own venture, as you can probably imagine. Miami has a slew of networking opportunities and events, and just a very strong entrepreneurship culture that would probably allow your business venture to take off much quicker than it would in other cities. It's highly respected here, and it's almost expected that everybody has some sort of side hustle or side venture apart from their maybe normal 9-to-5 gig, or if they did already have a business, it's almost expected that they still had something else on the side. That's how normal it is here. I'm thinking though, in this day and age, it's almost normal to have a side gig anywhere, no matter where you live, right? If you're watching from another city other than Miami, let me know. Now I'm curious. I'm so curious now. So we spoke about jobs. Now moving on to cultural diversity in Miami. So Miami is basically a melting pot of everything and everyone, to put it lightly. People from all over the world move to Miami on a daily basis, and this is probably why we are so rich in delicious cuisine and culture, and there are just so many opportunities for everyone of any background, no matter what you look like, no matter how old you are, how your upbringing was, doesn't matter. And like I mentioned in my pros and cons video, right up here, don't watch yet. This is really what makes Miami, Miami. All of the differences, the mixtures. It's really something beautiful and unlike most places. And with all of this diversity comes so many fun activities and events and festivals and things like this that you can easily take part in and almost immerse yourself in that culture without even having to go to the country. Might have gone too far there, but you get what I mean. Now, Miami does have a very superficial appearance because of what's portrayed on television and social media, and don't get me wrong, a lot of that is true, but that's not all there is to it. And in fact, I think that that's one of the smallest and least important characteristics of Miami as a whole and as a city. But I mean, if that's your thing, we definitely have it here. That's why I said in the beginning of this video, whatever spectrum you're trying to achieve, whether it's chilling out or hustling and bustling, we've got it here. Either one might work for you. Next, we'll talk about housing, and this is another thing in Miami where we have so many different options. No matter what you're looking for, how you like to live, we have an option because there are so many different parts of Miami and so many different types of housing. We have the ultra modern, skyscraping, jam-packed condos in the middle of the city in downtown or Brickell or even Miami Beach, or we have the ranch style single family homes in more suburban or residential areas like Coral Gables, Pinecrest, South Miami, if that's more your thing. We have townhouses, which give you more of a single family home feel as opposed to a condo, but you don't have all of the responsibility and maintenance of mowing your lawn or replacing your roof and taking care of the exterior of your property. Or we have acres, like if you want to live in a popping city like Miami, but you want to be far enough away to where you're not in the middle of the mayhem, we have this too. You're gonna have to go out into the outskirts a bit, but it's also an option. So point of the story is we have something here for everybody, whether you're single and trying to mingle in the clubs, or you're starting a family and you need a yard and a side yard too for your boat and your RV and a 10-car driveway because you love to host events and family gatherings. We have it. Next, let's get into weather. I feel like this is so important because it's literally all around you all the time. The weather is hot here, okay? If you're gonna be out a lot, you're probably gonna be a little burnt. Maybe you wanna put on a little sunscreen, but in my opinion, this is so much better than the alternative, which is cold and cloudy. Ooh, I guess shivers just thinking about it. I'm not sure if it's because I was born and raised in Miami and I'm just used to it, but I feel like it's a very easy climate to get used to. And if you get a little too hot, there's air conditioning everywhere. So just go into some place, cool off, and then go on about your day. But for the most part, I really don't think it's that bad. And with this lovely weather, we can enjoy so much more outdoor time or beach days, no matter the season and no matter the time of year. And this includes beach days in December, which I've done and I love because, yeah, the water's a little bit more chilly, but the sun still beams and it is just such a delicious balance. Apart from the weather, I want to talk about one last thing that's just as important because it is also always around and not going anywhere, and that's taxes. So in my previous video, which is the pros and cons of Miami, I talk about taxes and how Florida residents do not pay state tax. They only pay federal tax. This is huge. We are one of the few states in the country that do not have that additional state tax. So this means you get to keep more money in your pocket instead of with Uncle Sam, although it shouldn't be in your pocket probably. It should probably be invested, but that's your choice. But at least in Florida, you have a choice. So this is huge. If you found this video useful, you will definitely like the pros and cons of Miami video that I previously made. It'll be linked right over here. Just click and happy watching. See you on the next one.